Good evening, friends. We start tonight in Syria with another alleged chemical attack. According to Western media reports, at least 60 people have died and over 1,000 injured in the city of Douma near the capital of Damascus. Western countries immediately pointed the finger at Syria's President Assad and its ally Russia. The president named Syria, Russia, and Iran directly at a press conference today, although Sarah Huckabee Sanders admitted the White House does not have any evidence so far. Today, at an emergency session of the UN Security Council, Russian ambassador to the UN, Vasily Nebenzia, called for cooperation against real problems.
And yes, international terrorism, that is our enemy. However, we continue to propose cooperation. This needs to be respectful and mutual cooperation. It needs to be geared towards resolving real, not imagined problems. And you should be equally interested as we are in such cooperation. Ultimately, as permanent members of the Security Council, we bear the main responsibility for the maintenance of international peace and security.
U.S. Ambassador to the UN, Nikki Haley, accused Russia of obstructionism.
Russia's obstructionism will not continue to hold us hostage when we are confronted with an attack like this one. The United States is determined to see the monster who dropped chemical weapons on the Syrian people held to account.
Yulia Shapovalova has more on the details tonight.
According to Russia's defense ministry, the two Israeli F-15 fighters struck the Syrian military facility from Lebanon. 8 missiles were fired. 5 of them were intercepted by Syrian air defenses. It came after reports of an alleged chemical attack in Douma in the Syrian enclave of eastern Ghouta. Western media outlets immediately started broadcasting pictures of alleged child victims. They were being watered down by adults, although many are questioning why the rescuers were not even wearing hazardous material protection.
I'm sure you saw this video where people allegedly targeted by the chemical weapons were having water poured over them by people with no chemical protection themselves. This looks like the videos from a year ago from the white helmets, who already proved to be untrustworthy.
In April last year, there was a similar incident in Han Sheikhoun. Rescue group The White Helmets shared a video blaming the Assad government for poisoning young children with a highly toxic sarin gas. Traces of sarin were not found, but the accusations triggered an American strike on a Syrian airbase. This time around, President Trump has already branded Assad an animal and demanded a harsh response. Russia, however, warns there is no proof to back the claims.
Our officers visited the scene of the attack along with the Red Crescent representatives, who have a great reputation by international humanitarian organizations. They didn't find any traces of chlorine gas or any other chemical substances.
President Putin has already warned on numerous occasions of chemical attack provocations, most notably on a recent visit to Turkey.
We have obtained undeniable evidence of planned provocation by the militants with the use of chemical agents.
Earlier on Monday, he discussed the situation with the leaders of both Turkey and Germany. The Russian Ministry of Defense has been broadcasting live pictures on its website from the Muham al-Watadin checkpoint, where militants can voluntarily leave Douma with their families. Critics note this evacuation also raises questions over why Assad would commit a chemical attack now. Also, people leaving Douma were asked about their alleged gas attack, and they answered that they had not even heard anything about such an incident. On the initiative of 9 countries led by the US, the UN Security Council has discussed the Douma incident. Despite the fact no serious investigation has yet been conducted, the perpetrators have already been appointed. There will be a second Security Council meeting on international security initiated by Russia. Yulia Shapovalova for News with Ed Schultz.